Alright, welcome back to another trade recap, guys. Today is the 15th, Thursday. We took 3 trades today. We went 2 for 3. All of them were taken on NASDAQ. I've recently been trading indexes a lot more just because, I don't know, they just move smoother than Forex and other commodities. But, so, for NASDAQ, we saw this buy-side liquidity up here. These were the pre-market highs. We also had sell-side down here, London lows, Asian lows. And so, yeah. And our bias for NASDAQ was bullish. As you can see, just bullet market structure overall. So, we were bullish for it. And when we look, honestly, the AM session was really bad today. The AM also, NASDAQ and the S&P were diverging against each other today. So it was kind of hard to base trades off of the correlation between the two. So yeah, when we look at NASDAQ, we see just downwards movement the whole morning. We never came up and swept this buy-side liquidity, so that was still our bullish confirmation. We swept sell-side, we swept London, we swept Asian, and then we had some like 15-minute fair value gaps over here. Those all ended up getting disrespected. Like we had one right here, we had one right here. And then we had this one at the bottom that ended up getting respected. And what we also saw was a market maker buy model. So, I mean, if you don't know what that is, watch ICT's mentorship. But when we look at this, we see consolidation right here. And then we see a move down. And this is kind of where orders will get filled. Buyers will enter the market. Smart money will enter the market. And then we get a distribution all the way up to our buy-side liquidity that we were talking about. So our first trade was our losing trade. We kind of tried to take it a little bit earlier. We saw a good rejection off this 15-minute bullish fair value gap. We had an SMT right here, which is just a divergence. So that was good confirmation for us. We had, I think this was a 3-minute inverse. Yes, this was a 3-minute inverse fair value gap. And ended up respecting it. We tapped in right there, got our fill. And then we just ended up dumping. So what that told us was that the market was not ready yet for buyers to enter. And then from there, we got another move down. We got a really good SMT right here. I should have taken this trade. I got off, though, after we lost on this one. Went to go eat some lunch, so we missed that. But that was really good. You could have found a 3-minute, or even there's probably a 5-minute. I mean, let's just take a look. That was a big one, though. Yeah, I mean, even though you could have waited for a 5-minute or a 3-minute, like you could have saw this, marked out your inversion fair value gap. You get a break right here, then you get a fill. You go long off the fill. Stops at these lows, and I mean, you just target whatever. Yeah, easy money. But we missed that. It's okay though. And then when we look at this is kind of where we start having the distribution and the market maker buy model. So I ended up taking a short right here. We only hit 1 TP, and it was like a 1-to-1. We had another one down here, but that didn't end up getting hit. So it was only like a point. I think we took off 60%, to be honest, because it was kind of like a scalp trade. So yeah, this was a 1-minute invert. Let me look at this. I honestly don't even know why I took this scalp, to be honest. I think there was a breaker block in here. Maybe not. I think we just swept some highs, though, from over here. Yeah. So I saw a This was a 3-minute inversion. Was it? I'm pretty sure I took it off a 1-minute inversion. Yeah, no, I took it off a 1-minute inversion. That's what I wanted to do later. Anyways, so what I saw here was we just swept some highs. We had a 1-minute inversion for a value gap right here. Broke through it. We got a nice fill. Good rejection. We entered short. Like I said, it was kind of just a scalp. Well, we also had an SMT divergence right here too. So that was good. And also on higher time frame, I also saw that we were respecting an SMT. Let me find it. Yeah, so right here, I think I was looking at the 5. So yeah, it was right here. So I was just like, you could like maybe say that that would be an SMT. I don't know. Honestly, it wasn't the best trade, but it worked out in our favor for a little scalp, so I'm not gonna complain about it. But then for our last trade of the day, this one was a really good one, to be honest. So this was PM session, later PM session. It was kind of just, we were waiting for so long for a move to happen. I remember I was just sitting in my class just watching the chart, watching price try to sweep buy side liquidity to go short, but we never ended up doing that. We made equal highs up here right at the top. This is a 1-minute order block. I wanted to try to find an SMT at these lows right here to go long, so then we can sweep out the equal highs and buy side liquidity. We ended up getting a move down, which was good. That was like during the macro. Inversion fair value gap right here. You could say that like this would be an SMT, and I wanted to go long off this. That would have been a really good risk to reward. Good fair value gap, inversion fair value gap entry. We go long. But we didn't end up getting a fill right there, and it ran without us. But it's okay because we found another SMT right here. This was pretty sure this was a 3-minute. Yeah, this was a 3-minute inversion fair value gap, which 3 minutes are like my favorite to take. 1 minutes are a little bit too risky. 3 minutes though, those are good. So yeah, we ended up getting a good fill right there, ended up running, and then it ended up just a big dick candle down for no reason. And all it did was create another SMT. I remember I had originally set my stops right here though. Funny thing is I was going to put my stops right here. And I mean, it would have been like some crazy RR, but like we would have been stopped. So yeah, I put them right here. And then after we came down and formed another SMT right here, I ended up just moving them to the SMT. So underneath it. So yeah, when we made the SMT too, I was just like, okay, like it's going to work out in our favor then. We're going to go sweep buy side liquidity. Looking back on it, I probably should have added some more contracts at this point after we made the other SMT. But I mean, it's all good. And then we had a 1-minute inversion for value gap right here. We respected that completely. Could have even added some contracts on right there after you saw respect it. And then we took our first TP right here. So that was still a 1 to 3 RR. And then we took a second one right here at 1.75. And then our last one would have been up here at the buy side liquidity, basically with the equal highs. So that would have been 2.5. But we ended up closing out. Well, we ended up getting stopped out break even after we hit 2 TPs. Overall profitable day. And then as we can see, I mean, we go down right here. And there's not even like SMTs or, I mean, no, there's not even like anything right here. And then price just ends up taking out buy side liquidity. But it's okay. I'm not going to be too upset about it. Really good trades overall for the day. Nothing to be mad about. If we take any trades tomorrow we have PPI. We have PPI and then U.S. consumer sentiment at 10. PPI is pre-market. So we'll see. We might just trade PM tomorrow. But I mean, PM on a Friday is going to be slow nonetheless. So if we take a trade, you guys will see that. But until next time, I'll see you guys.